Hi everybody, today I wanted to do something again different. Oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, you can use crayons and just add a little bit of baby oil to smudge it in, just like a dab on your finger. But I just wanted to do kind of a cardstock page and just go with the colors and fill up a page with colors and shape. And the colors and the shapes, one of the major shapes I really wanted to have today was like circular shapes showing flowers or just circles, and just kind of play with it. It doesn't have to have one way. It looks like it's you know, it can be flipped any direction, kind of a thing, to be viewed. And it's that kind of thing, that kind of feel I'm going for. So that's what I'm doing today. This is my today's channel challenge of just using oil pastels, doing shapes, and just playing and doodling and going with the flow of things, really. So yeah, you can even have kind of your pencil on the side and just discover where you want to have some of your shapes. You're going to have a bunch of little ones maybe here. Maybe you're going to do like a swirly shape here and little ones. And then just maybe you're going to do it with particular colors, zigzags, whatever. Yeah. It's just a fun thing to play with. Different shapes, and you can do different shapes too, but I kind of, with this one, I was just going with circles, so yeah, let's play with it. See, you can do like, okay, I'll figure out the colors. I'm actually going to add more color to the background of this here. And you can blend it in somewhat too. So that's the thing today for my thing. So I'm just going to pause it maybe a little bit, or maybe I should just keep going for a few minutes. I don't know. And you can go like a lot lighter on the bottom, darker on top, whatever. And I just thought, let's make some abstract today and have fun with it. I'm not usually doing that kind of thing, so let's play with it. So I just stopped it for a second, grabbed Cora towel there, and now kind of started coloring and like didn't turn it back on for a few minutes. Thought I'd give it a little bit of, you know, a go at it for a little bit here before I turned it back on. But basically it's just putting different colors in there, and then you just gotta kind of figure out what you want. Like, what do I want in here? In this one, kind of a greeny, dark blue. It's just that easy to throw it together and make something different and interesting. I'm trying to find this one. I think it was this one. Yep, the navy. So just try to fill up the whole page, and yeah, have fun with it. Who says art can't be just something this simple, right? And you can use this as a background. You can use these as ATC background. When you cut it up, it looks so interesting. So just play with it and have fun. Be like a kid again, carefree. Do the nice shapes. And I'm just doing like kind of flowery shapes, but you can just do, you know, maybe some kind of like solar system, you know, type of thing, or just bubbles, whatever. And I find that circles are so calming to look at, so. And you'll find the combinations of colors, like look at this combination, it's pretty cool. Still working on it here, adding some lighter colors over top of the oil pastel. That's the nice thing about playing with the colors. You can do things. I have like the purple here and some blue over top, and you can just really play with layers and make it look really cool. And I like that about oil pastels. So yeah, just keep playing with your layers. The lightest goes, you know, in the bottom, and make it around your stuff, and then you can put some layers on top, and it really does really look cool. We don't want just flat colors, so dimensional, interesting mixtures of color would be great. And that's the nice thing, like I said, about pastels, is that you can do that really well with these oil pastels. See, I'm going right over some of it here, and it's smearing, but it's looking really cool. And you just go with it. Okay, I'm going a little bit over the green and makes kind of a, I don't know, limey color, whatever, and then just keep going, like go over it again with more color. Just having fun with it. Getting some of that nice funky background. and going into your more white spaces, and yeah. And now I'm adding a little bit of this purple to it, but just to show you. This one I'm adding just a whole ton of color to this swirl. Just because I can. Just to show you what you can do. It may look primitive or childish, but it's really fun and it's going to look really nice. In the end, it's coming together now, and I'm just finishing up some of the background here, adding more of the dark blue. This is how it's looking. We could add just some lines of different colors over top of the lighter ones. Or some shapes would be nice. And just go with it. I think the black really kicks it up a bit, and then just, like I said, playing with different colors or shapes. But the circles is something I really wanted to see throughout. You could blend it in a bit if you like to blend it in a bit. You just use a dab of baby oil on your finger just to blend some in. It can get really messy really fast, so you gotta be very careful with that. I'm gonna put a bit of an edge. Now you doodled, you had fun. You can use this piece for anything you want. Cut it up for ATCs. Whatever you want. Now if I put Now we're going to dab just a touch of oil on my fingers to make some of that smear in. And you're going to need a paper towel on hand because you're going to need to clean your fingers off in between this to get any other colors in there that you want to smear. You don't have to do the whole thing. It's just something to play with and get your fingers full of and to, you know, enjoy. And if you want to do some oil pastels over top, it does work still. So but just playing with it with my finger. And making it really look like a painting. I like the way it looks. You gotta watch, but you don't go too much over other colors, just because it's going to smear into them. If you want them to smear, that's good. And then you can just rub off. If you rub too much, you will get a lot of the color off. And go over with your black. Just a little too much of that came off. So just a dab will do, very little, because you could end up going way too far with it and messing up the whole thing. It does look really cool in some spots. So if I did it everywhere, it would look like a big mess. You can do it in some places where you really want to just smooth out the color, smudge it up a bit, make it look very abstract. And like a very little. And just dab, try to get some of that baby oil off. I have very little and it still seems like there's quite a bit on there. And just dab it so you don't smear the color to get it off. A lot of the color, if you keep rubbing, it will come off. But I like how it kind of, you play with it and you can blend it a bit, and I like how you can kind of move your color a little bit, and it's just an interesting different way of trying things. You can see through this black here, or this blue here, how it's blending a bit. You can just do little bits. Then I'm going to go over the red here and the yellow. So inside this circle here, I'm just going to try to blend it more. My edges. So it's not the whole thing, like it will take the color out if you continue doing the, you can do the whole thing, but it's just going to look like very light. It's going to lift the color off rather than and that's it. And this is just like a little play at it. You guys can do the background first with a little color and oil, and then go over it after the oil kind of gets dabbed off and dried. It takes a long time. And there it is. Well, I hope you guys liked this video and it was fun. I might just use this for a ATC background, or I don't know, like who knows what we can do with it. But it was fun to play and doodle and do something free. So talk to you guys later. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and talk to you later. Bye-bye.